5,
Ooh,
4,
not even close.
3, 2, 1. This is the CTS Pop Culture Podcast, episode 67.
It's kind of loud.
And yeah, so today we have lots to catch up on. We've talked about Avatar, correct?
Yes, I think
Okay.
we have talked about Avatar.
So we need to talk about Bad Batch.
Yes.
First couple episodes.
Yeah.
Is there a new episode that's out, or is it just those two?
There's 3 episodes that are out so far.
3. So I've only seen the first 2. Have you seen the third?
I think I've seen half of the third-ish.
But you've seen both the first 2.
Yeah, so I've seen both the first 2.
Okay, good. Any other things that you'd like to add to the agenda of what we're talking about today?
We could talk about a little bit about how well Avatar 2 is doing
Ooh, good point.
at the box office. We could talk about, Last of Us.
Yeah, are you going to watch it?
Maybe. I'll have to see. I don't know yet. I don't have HBO Max.
I'll give you my login.
Okay.
But yeah, Last of Us comes out tonight, actually. I thought it came out yesterday. It comes out tonight.
Yeah.
So I'll for sure be watching that. I'm really excited. It's gotten
Really good reviews.
Fantastic reviews. And what's funny is people were really mad about the people that were chosen to play the 2 main characters.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always going to be like that with video games.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem with doing video game adaptations is you'll never find someone you'll never find the person that represents a video game because it's a made up thing. It's not a real, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say?
I don't think I'm following.
Video games are they're literally drawn out of thin air. It's
But isn't that the same for like any other movie or book?
book, yeah, I guess that's true. It has the same problems. Video games
Yeah.
have the same problems as
It's hard
books.
because you can't.
Except video games are still adaptations, right? Because you see the thing, you see the person, you see how the creators want you to see them in the video games, and if that doesn't translate to the movies, right?
Yeah.
Whereas with books, it's you have no reference point as far as something that's actually been created
Yeah.
and visually thrown into the universe, right? But they went with Pedro Pascal, who's playing Joel. I'm not sure, I can't remember the girl's name that's playing Ellie, but she looks nothing like Ellie.
Yeah.
And that was the biggest complaint. But apparently, from what I've seen on the reviews, she's pretty good. So,
Yeah.
should be. I'm really looking forward to it. Last of Us is one of my favorite games. I'm sure they'll make a season 2 or whatever. So, yeah, first 2 episodes of Bad Batch came out. Dude, it's crazy how good this looks compared to like the old
Early Clone Wars
stuff. I mean, that first episode when they're on the beach, I was like, oh my gosh, this looks really pretty.
Yeah.
So I like seeing that. It's just interesting kind of seeing how much because it's all got to be engineering stuff, right? How well they're able to, because you have to imagine when Clone Wars first came out, it's not a creative design to make them look that way. It's just they've started looking better. They have the ability to make it look better, and they do it like that, right?
Yeah.
Kind of interesting to see how much it's developed.
It's
in
a lot. Yeah.
10, 15 years.
Especially when you're seeing some of the same characters, right? Like you see Commander Cody over again.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But
It's cool.
yeah, I liked that, like story-wise, not even just how it looked. I thought they were pretty good the first couple episodes.
Omega. She
Omega.
looks a lot older. She's got like a bow and arrow type deal going on.
She had that though at the end of the first season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So remind me, Cad Bane, what happened to him at the end of the last season? He just kind of took off, right? In his ship.
Didn't they kill him? I thought they killed. No, because he dies in
Boba.
Yeah. No, yeah, he just took off. I think he just left. After, because we see Fennec Shand comes and rescues Omega.
Do you want to know what I think they're going to do
What?
this season? Maul. I think they're going to show Maul.
Is Maul's around? Yeah, Maul's still around.
Yeah, because this is pre-Rebels, right?
Yeah.
So I think that he's going to be controlling the kind of like an underworld.
Like
We'll
the crime syndicate.
get a sneak peek at him before Mandalorian. Oh, wait, not Mandalorian. The show with, what's his face? That just, Andor. I think he's going to be in Andor later. I think that we're going to see him in Bad Batch before we see him in Andor.
He's dead in Andor.
No, he's not. Right.
I think he is. Because Andor leads up. I mean, it's close. I don't know the exact timeline. Because Andor's right before the original trilogy. And Maul dies. I don't know the exact timeline, how long before the original trilogy. But we're, at this point in Andor, starting season 2 of Andor, we're 4 years from, like, A New Hope.
Oh, maybe I was thinking... What was I thinking of?
Not Ahsoka. Not,
Because when is Ahsoka? That's the same timeline as, like, Mandalorian,
Ahsoka's is like Rebels season 4, basically. Like, it picks up where Rebels left off.
Okay.
Like, the rumors are that, like, they pick up literally, like, you know the scene at the end of Rebels where she, like, goes and meets Sabine and she's like, that's like right around Mandalorian timeline.
Gotcha.
So before sequels, but after the original trilogy.
That makes sense. Okay. Did we ever learn what the show... You know how they did that big announcement?
Skeleton Crew?
Yeah.
That comes out this year.
That's gonna
Apparently.
be so cool.
Well, it's weird. I just have no idea what it is.
They're spending so much money on it.
Tons of money.
So much money.
And I haven't seen anything about it besides there was literally like one promotional thing.
Only thing I heard is that it's going to be like Disney, like Star Wars Stranger Things.
Really?
Yeah. It's going to be a young group of kids that are...
That's crazy.
Should be pretty cool.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
But have you seen any other movies in recent weeks?
Not really. I saw, A Man Called Otto with Tom Hanks. Sad movie. It's like a feel-good movie. Sad, but good. But yeah, nothing like...
What about Puss in Boots? Have you seen that?
No, I kind of want to.
Dude, I've only heard good things about it.
I've heard great things about it, and the clips I've seen of it, like,
Dude,
look pretty
crazy.
rad. They look pretty sick, man. That wolf
Yeah.
dude looks awesome.
The animation is cool.
Is really cool, yeah.
Dude.
It also sets up Shrek 5, I heard.
When are we going to get Shrek 5?
Shrek
gonna be
5,
wild.
it's going to probably break the box office, I think.
Oof, probably, right?
Yeah, for
'Cause
sure.
DreamWorks is owned by Warner Brothers, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. So maybe I guess that makes sense. Interesting.
So, yeah, Shrek 5.
Joker started filming the new Joker movie.
The one that's a musical
Yeah,
with Lady Gaga.
that's gonna be wild.
It's weird.
That's gonna be a trip.
It's bizarre. Yeah.
A musical.
Yeah. What is it, like Dusaf Foley, I think is what it's called.
And Joaquin Phoenix is returning, correct?
Yeah. Yep. And then Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn.
Oh, we haven't talked about all the stuff with DC.
Yeah,
James
DC's,
Gunn being named the head of DC.
I think we might have caught the last little bit of that. Or we caught that. And like that Henry Cavill's not going to be Superman anymore.
Oh, maybe we did.
All that stuff.
'Cause
I think we
talked
caught
about. I think we talked about him not being in Witcher, and now he has nothing to do.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that is crazy, and it'll be interesting to see where it goes.
Yeah, it'll be cool. I'm excited to see. I think James Gunn knows what he's doing. I don't know if you saw it, but a bunch of his old tweets got resurfaced again, and he got like mini canceled kind of on Twitter for like a day. He was
I
trending.
didn't even see that.
Oh yeah, he was trending on Twitter for like a day and got canceled again.
It's like Henry Cavill fans.
Yeah, and they were pretty crazy. Some of the tweets he's made are even I was like, ooh, that's
funny.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
That's a pretty wild thing to say, even if it was 2008.
Yeah, no. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I'm not a proponent of, like, digging up tweets from 15 years ago.
I'm not either, but it's just funny to see, like, oh, you know what I mean?
Not say that. You would not say that. But.
And it is crazy how much times have changed, you know, as far as what you can and can't say. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. All right. Avatar, The Way of Water.
Yeah.
I can't remember. At one point we were talking about how much money it was going to make, and you were like, is it going to make $1 billion? I don't think you were convinced it was going to make $1 billion.
I don't think I was convinced it was going to make more than the first one.
Definitely wasn't that. because I don't think I would have ever claimed, because we disagreed on it, because I don't think I ever would have claimed that it wasn't gonna make.
Has it broken $1 billion?
Oh yeah, it's approaching 2. Yeah, no, it's killing it. It's doing really good. Yeah, I mean, it's already the 7th highest grossing movie of all time.
So now it's like, what's the studio that made it?
I mean, it's Disney.
Oh, I'm sure they're fully convinced now.
Oh
right?
yeah, for sure.
Probably get more Disneyland rides and merch and all that.
Yeah, well, and like the other 3 that are coming up are 100% greenlit for sure.
So I was watching a Joe Rogan clip the other day, and he was saying that, what's up with the faces? What are we doing here? You know?
Let's keep going.
I was watching a Joe Rogan clip the other day, which I don't normally do because I don't really watch him anymore, but it just came up on my YouTube. And he was saying that there was after the first Avatar movie came out, there were so many people going to see psychologists that they created this, like, the Avatar syndrome, where it's like people were so enthralled with the Na'vi and that the way that they lived that it made them depressed. And this is after the first Avatar movie came out. And there were so many people going to see psychologists about this because they were so taken aback by how these people lived that they wanted to be a blue person.
Well, it's crazy because you think, like, I mean, the new movie's like gorgeous. It looks so good. It looks entirely real, and it looks better than the first one by like quite a large margin.
It does, but it's not as earth-shattering as the first one, right?
Yes, so that's the point I was going to make, is like, you got to imagine these people were like, oh my gosh, like for 2008 when it came out, that was like shockingly good CGI.
Yeah.
That's a weird one though.
Pretty crazy. You know what's going to be weird is when VR gets so advanced
that you're like stuck in.
You just feel
you
like
just get stuck in.
I mean, how can you tell someone that is unhappy with their life
to not just
Ready
Player One it?
Right?
Yeah.
Like, the only problem is you're not going to be able to eat or drink, but maybe eventually, you know, you just go, you lay in like a capsule, you just lay there for the rest of your life.
It's like
they like feed you food and water through your arms.
It's like it was Ready Player One, right? You ever seen that or read that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically
I read
what
it
is.
I was super young.
Yeah. So no, VR will be cool though when it gets really good.
It'll be cool. Yeah. Have you seen the VR studios where you can go and fight zombies and they give you like a full hookup?
And you're like, you've got like the motion, like where you can run and stuff. That'd be fun.
That would be really fun.
Yeah.
I'd be better than you at that though.
Like, you're better than me at poker.
Okay. No, but yeah, it was. So I thought that was kind of a funny thing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'm trying to think of the first movie that kind of did that for me. When I went and saw Avatar, I saw it when it came out, so I was 8 years old. And I don't remember it that well. All I remember is I went with my uncle that I haven't seen since. I haven't seen him since. He lives in California. I just
trauma dumping on Maine.
I just never see. I haven't seen him. He lives in California. We just haven't seen each other, which is weird. But that's the only memory I have with him, and it makes me really sad. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm trying to think of the movie that the first movie I was like, whoa, that changed my life. Do you have one?
I'm trying to think specifically. I mean, I remember, as far as going, like, I don't know. I remember seeing, this is like a weird one, but like, I don't know. As far as like one that I was like, oh my gosh, like this is like huge, and not in the same way Avatar would have, but I remember going to watch The Force Awakens when it first came out, and just like the excitement and the hype around it. Like, I think that's probably what got me like kicked off on really following movies and being like super into that stuff, but in a different way than like Avatar being like, oh my gosh, like this is.
I was gonna say, I think the movie that did it for me was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. I think that one was the one that I was like, that's a movie I'll always remember.
Yeah.
How crazy that movie was so much fun.
Yeah.
And just how packed the theater was. I mean, Harry Potter in its prime, I mean, as big as Star Wars, right?
Well, I remember, like, I don't know if I ever did the, like, Harry Potters when they were coming out.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't watch them when they were coming out, but yeah, like The Force Awakens, I remember, I went to like a 1 a.m. screening.
Packed.
Line. There was a line. Entirely packed, line to get in, people dressed up. I'd never seen anything like it before.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I think the only... Because you correct me if I'm wrong, Marvel doesn't even have that kind of fan base, right?
I mean, like, not for everything they do. You remember, like, Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah, but I don't remember anyone dressing up.
Ooh, I do. I remember.
And I went opening night for both of those.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, I remember tons of people dressed up at my show. There were like Thors and Spider-Man and stuff like that. But especially Endgame. Endgame was like wild. But
I saw Endgame in Ireland. Sucked.
okay.
What?
No, nothing.
What was that for?
We're just
No, go on.
No, just flexing the Ireland trip. But
Just saying.
just like.
This has been a crazy couple of episodes. I don't know if you guys watched the other one, but last episode was insane. We've got people yelling downstairs. We've got dogs outside. We've got static in the mics. Who is running this stuff? I don't get it.
Jace is losing his mind.
Who is doing that? I just started hearing voices in the mic. There was no one yelling.
I'm not here. Watch it back. There's just Jace sitting there. Oh my gosh.
Anyways, so yes, back on topic. I'm excited for the rest of Bad Batch. Oh,
we're getting
there
close
might
to
be
Mando.
making a new freaking Harry Potter book, right? Weren't you talking to me about that? There's a new Harry Potter something in the works.
I don't know. I think so. There's the new game coming out.
Oh, that's true.
And then I think there's a thought from Warner Brothers that depending on the success of the game, if the game's like super popular, that there's a chance they could look at like, and I think the new head of Warner Brothers said like there's interest in diving back into the world of Harry Potter. So yeah, let's see, new Percy Jackson book. It's like a random. New Phineas and Ferb. There's going to be new Phineas and Ferb episodes.
All right. I mean, look at how far this podcast has fallen. We're talking about Phineas and Ferb on the pod.
You just asked for new things. New things coming up.
Really?
I'm excited for it.
That's wild.
I'm excited.
Let's talk about the new video game. It looks really good, but the problem when you're making an open world game that's not an established series like Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption,
Assassin's Creed,
The Witcher, Assassin's Creed. The first one always seems to do not great. Are you playing footsies with me right now? What are we doing, Hen? What are we doing here?
I'm on my side of the table.
Listen, when you come out with an episode, a game that doesn't have an established track record, the first game never seems to do that.
Never seems to do that well.
I think that's kind of the only thing I possibly foresee going wrong with this game is when you try to go too big, usually you get burnt pretty bad.
That and the fact that your main character is putting down a slave rebellion.
Yeah, of
the House Elves.
The House Elves, right. Yeah. Definitely some things.
Kind of a wild one for them to go with that plot line.
Some problematic elements with the elves.
No, want to hear something crazy? You can use like the what are like the unspeakable curses or whatever.
Yeah.
Avada Kedavra. You can just go around. What's Avada Kedavraing people?
That's pretty wild. And there's the other one too, the one that just
like the torture one, and then the like control one. Yeah, no, it's kind of a crazy one.
Yeah, so definitely I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited for it. I'll probably buy it. Not the biggest game I'm looking forward to this year is the remake of Resident Evil 4. It's my favorite video game of all time. Super excited for that. And there's this big game called Starfield, if you've heard of that coming out.
Yeah, it looks like insane and is giving me very much like No Man's Sky vibes, where it's like way too ambitious and isn't going to be what it's saying.
No, it's like Cyberpunk, right? Think of Cyberpunk. It was like this
How
futuristic.
crazy it was supposed to be.
You can't do it. I don't think there's the tech to do it yet, where you can do a game with thousands of planets, for example. I don't think
That are all unique, that are all interesting.
You can't
It's
do
not
it,
possible.
right? You can't do it yet.
Because there's not good enough AI to like procedurally generate that stuff without it getting stale and overdone really quick.
Yeah, and repetitive.
Yeah.
So, but maybe we can end on some trivia cards.
Do some trivia.
Dude, this has been the craziest couple episodes in a while. Am I wrong?
Getting heavily,
This has been
heavily edited.
unbelievable.
Jason's getting censored.
Dude, that's shocking that you always get the easiest.
You got Thor. The
Which
first
one?
one, the original.
I've done that one so many times.
What do you mean you've done that one?
I've literally done Thor.
Yeah, bummer.
Can you pick me out a new one?
No.
All right, you got Endgame. So I hope you're happy.
Okay. In which American state does Thor arrive on Earth? Texas, Arizona, or New Mexico? Texas, Arizona, or New Mexico?
I know it's not Texas.
Mm-hmm.
It's 50-50 Arizona or New Mexico.
Yep. Take your pick.
Arizona.
New Mexico.
All right, whatever. What is the name of Howard Stark's chauffeur?
Jarvis.
I need more. I need a first.
What do you mean you need
I
more?
need a first. His first and last is on here.
Oh my goodness. Oh crap. It's I don't know his first
Starts
name.
with an E.
Edward.
Edwin.
That's what I said.
I can't give you that one because it is first and last. And if you just say
But
Jarvis, that's way too easy.
But that's the point. The point is that it's Jarvis. Right? The point is that his name's Jarvis, and that's where he gets the name from. I won't complain. I won't complain because I feel like I'm going to pull away on this one. What are the names of the 3 people who first encounter Thor after he arrives on Earth?
No multiple choice.
Nope. Just hit the 3. The hint I will give you is it's the people you'd like expect. Like you should know their names. Like it's not like 3 random scientists from like the New Mexico lab that you never see again.
I'm just trying to think.
You just have to remember the characters' names.
The 3 people. I'm going to go with... What's Samuel Jackson's character's name?
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury is my first guess.
Okay.
I'm going to go with... I have no idea. The other 2. Iron Man and Thanos.
You went 3 for... Oh, for 3. No. It was Eric, who's the scientist, this guy. Jane and Darcy.
Why'd you lead me on to believe that Samuel L. Jackson was one of the picks? That's wild that you did that. What alias does Tony Stark use when confronted by his own father?
What? Lie?
What alias?
Alias. Does he say... Shoot.
You'll be bummed if you miss this one. This is one that I think I'll get. Actually, no, I wouldn't get it, but you'll as soon as I say it.
Yeah, it's what does he call himself? It's not like something Potts, is it?
It is. Yeah.
Does he just call himself like Tony Potts?
Give it one more guess. This is a tricky one.
I don't know.
It's Howard Potts.
He calls himself Howard. Oh yeah, because it's stupid. Because that's the joke. Because he goes, "Oh yeah, I'm Howard Potts," and it's like, but that's my name. I'm Howard. Okay. Who banishes Thor to Earth?
Odin.
Yeah, there's one.
Who says that trying to stop Tony Stark has been one of the few failures in her life?
Pepper Potts.
Yeah.
Okay. What animal does Thor attempt to buy to help him travel to his hammer? Boom.
Pegasus?
A horse.
I knew it was one of those. That's so dumb. That's so dumb.
That's funny.
Okay. What subject is Pepper Potts reading about when Tony Stark reveals he has figured out time travel?
I'm gonna go with Time travel.
Composting.
God, that's a weird one. Who sneaks into the S.H.I.E.L.D. facility to visit Thor when he is held captive? This is a pretty easy one.
It's easy for you to say. I'm going with Jane.
It's Loki.
What is written on Tony Stark's funeral wreath?
It's
You'll be bummed if you don't get this one.
it's like it's not like it's is it I am Iron Man?
Proof that Tony Stark has a heart.
I knew it. That's what I was trying to think of, and I couldn't think of the exact words.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah.
You want to do one more each, just for fun?
Yeah, we can
Just
do that.
kind of like a fun thing.
Just a cheeky one.
If I get something related to Thor again, I'm not playing this game anymore. Give me that one, you cheater! What is that?
There you go.
I want a different card.
What do
You
I
already
have?
looked at the answers.
I didn't look at the answers.
You're so full of
'Kay.
crap. What did I get?
Thor: The Dark World.
That's
I'm
crazy.
kidding.
Change it.
It's a joke. Okay.
You're kidding.
It was Thor. I picked randomly from the middle of the deck. It's Thor.
No, you're trolling. You're trolling. You're trolling.
If I get another Thor, you have to do it. Oh, Iron Man, the first one.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. What building did Tony Stark and Pepper Potts convert into the new Avengers Tower? That's easy. You got this one.
Into the new Avengers Tower?
Yeah, the Avengers Tower. Just the
Oh.
Avengers one.
I mean, it's just... What building is it? Oh, just like Stark Industries.
It's Stark Tower. I'll
Stark
give it to
Tower,
you.
yeah. Okay. What is the surname of Tony Stark's business partner, Obadiah?
Oh.
His last name. If you didn't know what surname meant.
Give me the first letter.
S.
Obadiah. It's not Smith. Is it Obadiah Smith?
Is it Obadiah Smith? Is that your final answer?
Obadiah
Sullivan.
Sullivan?
What's your final answer?
Smith.
Stain.
Stain?
Obadiah Stain.
That's crazy. What is the name of the AI that Tony Stark uploads to the Iron Man armor to replace Jarvis? Ooh.
Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, who first discovers Obadiah's plan to take down Tony Stark? Isn't Iron Man like one of your favorite Marvel movies?
The problem is I don't
It's
don't
embarrassing.
rewatch Marvel movies often,
Okay.
but it is like in my top 5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Jon Favreau's character, whatever his
Happy.
name is. Yeah.
Pepper Potts.
You're trolling.
The audience is trolling.
They're trolling. They're
Okay.
watching. Whose farm do the Avengers hide after a battle with Ultron and the Maximoffs?
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. What is Obadiah keeping in Section 16 of Stark Industries?
Suit.
Yep.
Whose daughter refers to Black Widow as Auntie Nat?
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
What four-letter nickname does Obadiah go by? Fear? Did you say fear?
I don't remember.
Is fear your guess?
No.
Okay.
No, it's AZ30.
It's fear.
Is it?
No, it's OB.
OB. Which AI does Tony Stark download into an android creating vision?
Jarvis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How do Tony Stark and Pepper Potts defeat Obadiah?
This is embarrassing that I don't get this.
Yeah, it's literally the climax of the film that you say is one of your favorite Marvel movies of all time.
They blow him up. They just straight up blow him up.
Overload his reactor.
Same thing. Okay, everyone, this is CTS Podcast, Pop Culture Podcast, episode 67, 69. My name's Jace. That's Henry.